a candle as the sign of resilience. I'm paying a tribute. You left a legacy, and I'm a fruit from the love you sowed. Let's say never again to genocide. There should be no war. There should be no genocide. Anyway, let's say never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. I was young, I still needed you, but you were taken away from me too soon. If I had one wish, it would be seeing you again. Today we're strong men and women, even though you are not here to see. We're carrying on to make you feel proud out there, watching down at us. I am lighting a candle as the sign of resilience. I'm paying a tribute. You left a legacy, and I'm a fruit from the love you sowed. Let's say never again to genocide. There should be no war. There should be no genocide. Anyway, let's say never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. I am a witness that if you and I come together as one, we can make sure genocide never happens again. History should be told and passed on to further generations. Let's all stand up and all sing out, never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. There should be no war. There should be no genocide. Anyway, let's say never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. We are here as one nation. We say never again. We unite as human race. We say never again to genocide. Never again to genocide. Never again. We brought you flowers. 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 We brought you
Mama, prepare for your freedom. Fellow Ambazonians, greetings to every one of you. Welcome to the program, The Awareness Today here on Ambazonian State Radio and Television. And this is your humble servant, Reverend Dr. Victor Mark, coming your way to host this program today. We are glad that once again, we are in the 7th month of the year. It's the 14th day of the 7th month of the year. And we are here live on Ambazonian State Radio and Television. And we want to welcome every one of you to the program today. Why not share that link if you're on Facebook? Why not share it if you're on YouTube? Why not invite somebody in the home front to tune in to the program, because we have a lot in our package today for every one of you on this program. And it's been my pleasure to always be your host on this program. Before I bring my panel on to the studio, I want to just give you my little monologue here. My monologue is inspired by some of our elites in the home front, and the idea of just doing the same thing and believing for some change. It is often said that you cannot continue to do the same thing and expect a different result. The act of doing the same thing and expecting a different result, in Albert Einstein's words, is like insanity. Albert Einstein is often quoted and said, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting. Why not also say that biblically it is often said, who bewitches a person that you deny the truth and accepts a lie? In Galatians 6 and verse 7, the Bible says there that do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man sows, that he will reap. Do not be deceived. God is not mocked. Whatever a man sows, that he will receive. Like I said earlier, my inspiration of this topic is drawn from our Ambazonian elites of the people of Southern Cameroons, who are working for the Yaoundé regime and believe in some illusion that the regime can one day change, or that satanic regime can one day become an angel to give them what they are looking for. I stumbled into a YouTube program yesterday on my computer where Mr. Osi, the SDF chairperson, and Dr. Bala were presenting something. And I listened to them for the first 20 minutes. And I was like, wow, even at this state, you would think that people like this should reason well, but yet you don't see that from the so-called educated people of Amazonia. Joshua Osi and Barrister Bala were talking about the inconsistency in the law of La République du Cameroon, that their constitution is porous, they accept things on paper that they can. They went on to talk about how their military and how their gendarmes are corrupt. They arrest people. They even stole a bike. Joshua Osi was saying how military stole a bike of some guy. And when they took him to go and look for the bike, they finally discovered the bike. The people military were begging him to take the bike and just go and not make problem. And they are there believing that there can be some change from Yaoundé for the people of Amazonia. What an illusion. What an deceived mindset that you can be in the camp of the devil. He's killing people one after the other. He's ill-treating people. He's destroying people one after the other. Yeah, you believe that when your own turn will come, he's going to show you a favor. That's an illusion. Except you do not understand who the person is. But I believe that even unborn babies in Ambazonia's mother's womb understand the wickedness and the evil of French Cameroon against our people. Therefore, anybody standing to advocate for an election that let's go out and vote, Ambazonians should go out and vote, who are you voting for? An election that the decision has already been made, and Agboola knows that, Joshua Osih knows that the decision for any election in La Republic is already known before they go to the polling stations. Yet you come out to cry foul as though you think there can be some change. My brother, that is insanity, in the words of Albert Einstein. That you are doing the same thing, believing in the same Satan, believing or paying homage to the same Satan, going the rules of the same Satan, and thinking that Satan can one day do something different. Fellow Ambazonians, I come to encourage us today to know that we are an independent nation, separated from the world, and we will not continue to endorse or accept any La Republic elections in Ambazonia. Well, La Republic itself know that the election will not take place in Ambazonia, or that there may even be no elections. But the truth is that they pay these our slave masters, in the light of the Joshua Osih, in the light of Agboola and the rest, to go out there and make as though they believe in Yaoundé, as though they believe that something good can come out of Yaoundé. I have asked them, show me that one Ambazonian, show me that one Southern Cameroonian that can ever do what Nijon Frundi did. Won an election fairly, but was stolen. Can Agboola ever reach that level? Can Joshua Osih ever reach that level? Can Pastor Ambe that I heard want to go run for election, can he ever reach that level? Any Ambazonian accepting to run for any election in the Republic of Cameroon is been corrupted. He's been given money to do that. Whether it is my uncle Akere, it's a short thing that they have been corrupted, because you cannot see Satan in black and then you are calling him white, and you think that by you calling him white he will become white. You cannot be this careless to tell your people the truth. Fellow Ambazonians, I am here to tell you, don't accept a single lie from La Republic of Cameroon. Agents that come out there to cajole you, make you feel that something good can come out of French Cameroon for us. It was said and written in ink, written on stone, that a Southern Cameroonian can never become a president of La Republic of Cameroon. Even this so-called Bamileke man, Kamto can never become president of La Republic. Forget this thing he's making. Do you know why? We'll tell you why in our next program. That Kamto, over his dead body, can never become president of La Republic of Cameroon. Nobody from the West Province, let me just say that. The great consideration now for their presidency is Yaoundé is fighting it back, the North are fighting it back, and the Douala people are fighting it back. If anything happens, it will go to the Douala people. It has nothing to do with Bamileke people. In fact, let me just tell you why Kamto can never become a president of the Republic. There is a French article online. You Google it, you will see it. Or go to your YouTube, Google it. The massacre of the French people in the Bamileke land. A French pilot revealed this truth, that during the Makiza War, UPC War, they slaughtered a lot of Bamileke people, and to destroy them, never to ever think again that they can ever rise up to fight. They will slaughter, cut their leaders' head and put on a pole in their junctions of their cities. The fear that the French have is that any day they give a Bamileke man a position in leadership in their country, they will revenge against them. So never you ever dream that a Bamileke man can ever become president of La Republic of Cameroon. It will never happen. because the French, I didn't even say the French people. I didn't even say the Wombo people or the Francophones. The French in Paris will never accept that because they are the one afraid of the revenge of the Bamileke people. Don't mind what come to go to Paris and they do all this noise making them. They give him money and just go and cajole them and make as though you are a candidate. It's a deception from the pit of hell. It will never happen. So fellow Ambazonians, let's not fall in this insanity of doing the same thing and expecting a different result. If you are voting for anything called a Republic of Cameroon election, don't expect that any good will ever come out of it. It's insanity on your part. Means your brain is off to be doing that and expecting that some good Francophone will come that will like Ambazonia. There is no one single Francophone, no one that will ever endorse Ambazonians and will let any good happen to us. No one. There's no one of them. So please, Ambazonians, we say these things for you to understand. Stand up and fight to defend your integrity, the integrity of your nation, the people of Southern Cameroons, that its independence was voted for on the 22nd of April 1961, are waiting to be announced on the 1st of October 1961, and Dakar Major's plane was brought down, and since then the French and French Cameroon have been playing the mafia of assimilating us. But thank God, in the words of their own dead Paul Biya, he said, we have tried and he has failed. The project is a failed project. I think that what Paul Biya himself confessed that has failed, they can make it work. It will never work. Thank you very much, fellow Ambazonians. Welcome to the program, The Awareness. And at this time, it's my pleasure to welcome my guest in the studio and for us to begin our program for today. It's a pregnant program, well pregnant, and many things for us to talk about. And so please, studio, if my panelists are in the studio, can you bring them in? Thank you so much and God bless you. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought I had a lot of people on my panel today. Where is famous Paul Nilon? Thank you for the program yesterday with the chairman of the Ngokutundia Defense Force that was on there to elaborate on some of the things that are happening in Ngokutundia, which we will be elaborating on some of those things today. We'll be elaborating on some of those things today. Where is my famous Iron Lady, Ma Dorothy? No, you're supposed to be on the program today. Comrade Paul is supposed to be on the program today. I think Dr. Tita is supposed to be on the program today. Please, if you are all ready, studio, please, can I have my guest in now? Thank you. Hallelujah. If not, one the jingle of the people of Ambazonia. Why we're ready to get them back in. The new jingle, please, that Dr. Tita just sent. If you have it on the console, please, can we have that? Oh, okay. Well, Comrade Paul, it's good to have you. I've been long waiting for you people, but thank God you are here. It was an exciting show yesterday, and I want to appreciate you for always being there, standing for the truth, and informing and educating the people of Ambazonia to understand that we will never give up until Ambazonia is free. Welcome to the program, Comrade Paul. You can greet the people of Ambazonia.
Yeah, thank you very much, Pastor Victor. Revolutionary greetings to the Ambazonia people on home front and the diaspora, and special greetings to all our Ambazonia freedom fighters, to all our valiant warriors who have given up everything to defend motherland. I want to say thank you, and I want to extend my felt greetings for the sacrifice you are making. And know that we are here because you people are back there standing the gap. The moment you are not there, we will not be here talking. So it's because you are there, that is why we are here. To defend justice for the Ambazonian people. I want to thank especially my guest of yesterday for the blunt explanation of what happened and certain facts, debunking. I want to really once again say thank you, the chairman, for the Ngokutunja defense. So, Pastor Victor, without much ado, why maybe with the other, I hand the mic back to you.
Thank you so much, Comrade Paul. It's always a pleasure having you in the studio. And to the people of Ambazonia, we stand here each day on Ambazonia State Radio and Television to encourage you to know that this station is your station that was created by a few handful of Ambazonians to be able to give you reliable information concerning the rightful state of the war that La Republic declared on us. Our sister station may have been playing down on the gravity of what is going on to make you feel like everything is getting normal, like Yaoundé is giving that narrative. But we want you people to understand that nothing has changed. Yaoundé is still killing our people. Yaoundé is still arresting our people and locking them up. And we will not relent to continue to fight for you at the corridors of power in the different nations of the world, and why not also our Ambazonian State Army to continue to fight to protect our people. And you too, you are a soldier. Yes, a soldier for Christ. Soldier for Christ are those who stand against injustice. Will you sit and see the rogue regime military of La Republic come to kill your brothers and sisters and you stay quiet? Or come to rob your brother's house, take their bikes and frame them for doing, and you sit quiet? So you are also an army of the Lord in this war of independence. So please, all Ambazonians, until freedom comes, no peace for the wicked. It is often said that the baby that said the mother will not sleep, that baby himself will not sleep, and the mother too will not sleep. And so if La Republic is saying that we shall not sleep, we shall not have freedom, they too will not govern Ambazonia in peace. They too will not see peace in Ambazonia. If Dorothy is ready in the studio, please, can you bring her in studio, please? Thank you. If not, we can go ahead with the show, two of us. I don't know if I have Dr. Tita also coming to the studio today. Then let's bring him in, please. As many that we have behind the scene that need to be in the studio, please. Can we just bring the whole crew in now, please, so that we can start the show fully? Thank you. Hallelujah. Well, while we wait on that to happen, we will not wait in isolation. The first agenda we had here on our program is no elections in Ambazonia. From a Paul, there are many reasons why we keep echoing on this no elections in Ambazonia. First is that Ambazonia is an independent country that was under siege from La Republic of Cameroon. Their own president went in 2018 at Mo Ibrahim's program in Paris and confessed there that they have been trying to assimilate us. They have been trying to adopt us into their system. But because of the cultural differences, these are the words of Obia, because of the cultural differences, the program has failed. Now, the question is, who can accept that? Then who are you arguing down there that we are one nation with La Republic and trying to accept elections in Ambazonia when their president says that we are not one nation? Paul, why do you really vehemently advocate against elections in Ambazonia? Take it over, please.
Yeah, this is more of a historical. It's a historical fact. You know, we have been deceived for so long. We have been deceived for so long since 1972, when La Republique officially destroyed the federal system. They did what? They abolished our can we stay, let me put it in this manner. They abolished, they themselves destroyed. They destroyed it, and we have been living in darkness for like 40 years before we came to realize that, yeah, these people in 1972, they themselves destroyed the union that had no union treaty, no written document to affirm that we are going to live as one based on this condition. But it was stated that under no circumstance, under no condition should the form of state be changed, be altered, be touched. It means it was supposed to remain the federal system of government from 1961 till this date that we are talking. So it was not us who changed from the Federal Republic to the United Republic. We're not the one, it was them, making a hyper-centralized government in Yaoundé, thereby destroying the agreement, the basic agreement that we had with them in 1961 in Fumban. So from there, they have no right to conduct any election in our land, in our country, in our territory. They had broken away from the union. They had broken away from the treaty. They had broken away from the relationship, not even treaty, because there was no treaty in place. So the mouth-to-mouth union, it was like verbal agreement, because there was no document signed after our independence was declared in the United Nations in April 1961. So you see that every election after whatever their occupation after 1972 becomes null and void. Their presence in our land. So when we start from there, then we understand why we keep saying there should be no election in Ambazonia. When we realize the mistake our forefathers made and decided to correct this mistake, on the 1st of October 1970, when our former president Seko Ayub Tabe declared the restoration of our independence, thereby making us a nation. The United Nations check. We have not seen any letter from the United Nations till date objecting the declaration of that independence. We have not. So sometimes silence means acceptance. It means the United Nations accepted that declaration of the restoration of our independence, which they failed to do after 1972. So you see that logically, there have to be no election in Ambazonia, because Ambazonia is a separate entity. Ambazonia is a whole state on its own. Now, what is the benefit of La Republique election to us? There is no benefit. For 60 years, we have been living in abject poverty. Our land has been sapped of our natural resources. They use our natural resources, they embezzle our natural resources to do what? To enrich themselves and their families, not even to help their own country. Our country, there are no roads, no electricity. Sometimes you hear a city like the federal capital of Boya will go sometimes for 2 weeks, 2 months without electricity. There is no road leading to Bafaka where they mine gold. There is no road. Just try that. You want to take this common mission road passing through Bombele, Bobanda, and Bua, Bombele, and Bobanda. When you reach Bombele, you have to cross the Meme to climb to enter Bafaka. There is practically no road. The road in Between Bua and Bombele, there's a small village. I've forgotten the name of that village. Bobanda, there's between Bua and Bombele, there's Bobanda. That Bobanda road is nightmare. I mean, it's total nightmare. So what is the benefit of that election to us? It doesn't. What we are seeking is that La Republic, they evacuate our territory. Let their military go back to their country and focus on their election and their leadership, so that we will be able to rebuild our country. There can be no valid election in Ambazonia. There is no valid. There can never be. Because there have even never been one. So, Pastor Victor, all those advocating for for election, they are advocating for their personal reasons. They have collected money from La Republique, and they want to show La Republique that yes, you are still in control. But is La Republique in control? No. They are controlling us by force. They are controlling us under gunpoint. Remove those guns and you will see the reality of Ambazonia. Take those guns back to La Republique and you will see how our people will rejoice. I keep saying this, just one thing. Tell the Ambazonia people that come out and demonstrate if you want independence. If you are really for independence, void of the military pointing their guns at our people, you will see the population that will come out. It will double that of 1st October 2017. So, based on constitution, based on legality, based on the fact that our election, our independence has been restored, we have no election taking place in Ambazonia. The only election that will take place in Ambazonia is when the government in exile will go down, put things in place, and then set and then call for an election. It is when Ambazonia will be free of those leeches called La Republique, draining and sapping our resources for their private benefit. When they will leave, and we rule and we take over leadership to rule and to reorganize Ambazonia, then nice elections will be called. That is when we will determine the system of government that we are going to use, the system of government that we are going to operate with. So for now, any election in Ambazonia is an act of illegality. Thank you very much, Pastor Victor. I think for now, I rest my case. Pastor Victor, are you getting me?
Yes, thank you so much, Comrade Paul, for that elaborate explanation as to why we cannot allow or should not allow elections in Southern Cameroons, La Republique election for that matter. When we will get our nation back, we will be organizing our own elections, which we believe, God, that they'll be free and fair, and that we'll have a constitution that can hold people accountable when they violate it. Not this monologue country called La Republique that nobody can hold the president accountable. I heard Agbabala in that program. I was listening to him yesterday, crying that we have a country that one man is above the law, one man is above the country, and that is the kind of country you still want to go and be part of it. And at the end, their jingle was, go and register to vote, go and register to vote. So you've just been paid to come and do this act. You are crying foul to the same system that is broken. Get out of that system and be free. You know, no, you come and say the system is bad, then people should go and vote again. What an illusion. And Ambazonians, please, we say this thing not because we have any personal bias against anybody. We say this thing because these are the leaders that you listen to in the whole front. And when we listen to them, we spend time out of our busy schedule to listen to them so that we can come out and let you know the truth. We are not one country like Republic. They have vowed that our own citizen can never be elected president in their country. They have vowed that even the issue that we are fighting now for 8 years, going to 9, can never be discussed in their assembly. That is the same assembly you want to become part of, and say you are one country. Is that madness or what? Please, Ambazonia, you cannot be a second fool. Even that Francophone man came and said, Anglophones, don't be second fool. They have deceived you for so many years. A Francophone is cautioning you not to be a second fool. Yeah, you are there because of 1,000, because of 500, because of bread and sardine. You want to go vote? Ambazonians, that is not us. That is not in our system. God had created the land of Southern Cameroon as people who are objective. They speak the truth. They see a lie to the face. They tell a lie that is a lie. They see white, they call white, they call black, black. We are not these cast of French Cameroon that are eating shit from their own country. Here they say, bravo, president. Bravo. What kind of, look at the roads in Douala. Look at the roads in Yaoundé. Look at the city of Yaoundé. A mess, a whole, oh gosh. I hear you are there. Matt Dorothy, you are welcome to the show. We were just on our first program. I'm just first topic in the program. I'm going to allow you greet the people and just weigh in a little bit on why do we advocate against elections or La Republic elections in Amazonia. Matt Dorothy, you are welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Pastor Victor. Good to see you again, Comrade Paul. We're in the fight. Fellow
Thank you,
Ambazonians, I just want to greet you all. It's always a pleasure, as I say, for me to come on Monday on Ghost Town Day because it is a D-Day for us Ambazonians. This is a day that we should not I think the topic of elections. Ambazonians, I know that we all want to live in a free land, a free home. We all want Ambazonia, La Republique to pack out so that we can go living the way we used to live between 1994 and 1961. We were sovereign, democratic. That is our desire. But we cannot express it because we are afraid that La Republique is going to kill us, which is a good thing. We have to be afraid. But the best way to express our wish without going out on the street to demonstrate is to stay home and not to vote. I said last week that I think that we do in common with La Republique sends the wrong message to the judge, who is the international community. If we are doing something together with La Republique for a common purpose, we are sending a wrong message, and that will cost us dearly. So, Ambazonians, let there be a Mami Wata ghost town during that election period. Nobody should go. This is the best self-defense, civil disobedience that you can do that will move the struggle forward. Do not dare go vote. You are sending a wrong signal to the international community if you do anything in common with La Republique. Thank you. We'll talk some more. Over to you, Pastor Victor.
Thank you so much. And you're welcome to the program. Thomas Dorothy for weighing in there. We are going to be looking on one of the other aspects that have been top on the news in Ambazonia and La Republique TV stations. Even Equinox criticized the issue, and some of their TV stations also criticized the issue. The arrest of, is it 9 or 7 people? I don't have the exact number here. By the order of the arrest of 9 people by the Ngokotunja SDO, and these people were arrested. They were not even locked up in Ngokotunja. We heard that they were carried to Bamenda. What is this thing of you don't have a jail that you can put people in your own city in your jail? You will carry these people to the crowded jails in Bamenda. So it's we are advocating against that to take a 2-month-old baby and a 3-month-old baby to the jail is first of all a taboo. Talk less of taking them to the crowded jails in Bamenda, where many are in one jail, is smelling, is stinking. You take mothers and children like that to such a jail. I know you brought out a communique on this. I want you to weigh in here. I know Paul talked about this yesterday very well with the chairman of our defense force in Ngokotunja. What is your take on this decision of the GEO that was criticized by even their own TV stations in La République du Cameroon? Is this GEO fit to still be a GEO? Has La République not even gotten the guts to penalize GEOs like this? What is going on in that banana country called La République? Madaroti.
Yeah, this is really unheard of. Really unheard of. To see a government that has a quote unquote professional military. I remember at one year like that, they were saying that La République has the best military in West Africa. And then to see them arresting mothers, unarmed civilians, it is a shame. It should enrage humanitarian organization, the United Nations, the US Congress people. This should not be allowed. This is really, if the international community continues to be quiet with this, it means that there is no point on the land, because this is very much against international law. Women, children, unarmed civilians, they are protected during war. So what La République has done is really defying international law, and they should be held accountable. They should be held accountable. They should not allow La République get away with this. You know, the concept of silence has made La République to feel very entitled. They can do anything and get away with it. But no, I hope that the international community, they will wake up, because it is too much. It is too much. This should enrage. How can a baby 2 months old inside a crowded jail? What is the quality of food that the mother is eating that the baby can be well nourished under that type of condition? Infants, 2 months, 3 months, and you people say La République, they are human beings? They are not. They are not. They need to be held accountable. And the colonial GEO, he belongs in jail. He belongs in jail. If there is some sanity in this world, this is where that a colonial person belongs. What if they took his own wife with a baby, 2 months old baby, and dump in a jail? How will he feel? How will he feel? This is terrible. Everybody, anybody with a human heart should raise alarm and let this thing be resolved quickly. Let them be released. Let them be released. Thank you, Pastor Victor.
Right. Colonel Paul, I know you
Yes.
spent a good 1 hour on your show to talk on this yesterday, but for us to be in a very organized way to talk on this issue, because we spend a little time here to talk about this. I heard one Padi Asanga coming out to ask something, and he said, oh, and I think one other radio station in Bamenda also carried this. And they said, oh, the mothers of those children were given a leeway to allow somebody go home with their babies, and they refuse, and that's why they were locked in jail. Is that not stupidity of first category? That somebody will sit in a studio in Bamenda or wherever, or Padia Sanga will sit in Germany or wherever he's hiding, and analyze to say that a nursing mother could have allowed her baby to be taken to some other person to take care of that baby so that she can accept to go in jail. What does the government first justify for locking her up? What is it? My God, minority. I think after Kongwepo weighs on that, you are a mother. You weigh on that and tell us what it really means that a woman of a mother breastfeeding her baby for 2 months should allow the baby to be taken to somebody to take care of so that she can accept to go to jail. Is that insanity or what? That makes sense when they analyze this. Pastor Kongwepo, you can take over from there, please. Thank you.
The first question you ask is does Padia Sanga has a child? That is the first question. If he has a child, then if he doesn't, then you understand why. Yeah, let me first of all read the names of those Ambazonians arrested in Gokutunja County by La Republique Colonia Dio. His name is Konge Hadison. A child from Gokutunja, that Konge Hadison is a child of Gokutunja doing this, committing this abominable act. I'll begin with the names of the two babies, which are Leticia Ngefa, Sarah Wu, Julie. Okay, and then I continue now with the adults: Julius Weyang, Blanche Nyonte, Sarah Wu, Justin Bechu, Joycelyn Ndu, Mumesi Michael, Tanto Wilfred, Komofo Solomon, Tamponio Mitpu, Tumbang Martin, Mekike Christina. These are the names of the 18 people adopted by La Republique Colonia SDO from Gokutunja. Yeah, they were sent to Ndop first. They were transported from Ndop to Bamenda because he knew that he could not keep them there. If he kept them there, we would have released them, we would have removed them, we would have stormed that colonial prison and released them with no headache. And so he thought it wise to send it to their headquarters, which is in Bamenda. Notwithstanding that, Padia Sanga, I've never ever seen him, or he says this is my wife, or these are my kids, or this is my child. On social media, we have been following up as he follows us up every day. So we check his social media handles to see, just like if you go to my page, where La Republique some years back, when I took pictures of my wife and children and published them. We have not seen that of Padia Sanga. So Padia Sanga is just like, I don't know, it's like an empty vessel, it's like an empty container that they throw on the floor. It make noise. And that is the only role that an empty container has, to make noise, to disturb people. So Padia Sanga is not somebody that we can put prayer on his head, because he himself is already, he looks like somebody, I don't know as I can even describe him. I saw him yesterday and I was even shocked. When I saw the video, I was like, is this how this man has gone? If I looked at his picture in 2019 when he was making noise up and down there, threatening that he's going to send the German government behind me, threatening arrest, that they will arrest you, Paul, or this is my camera. Let me balance in front of this my camera. And when I looked at yesterday, I felt some pity. I mean, humanly speaking, I have some pity for him. So he has the right. He runs where his mouth is. He runs where his stomach gets full after ranting. So For now, I don't think he should be a prayer point. He shouldn't be a prayer point for us. Yes, he's an irrelevant figure. He uses the struggle to feed himself. Here in Germany, it's like life is not the way he thought it was supposed to be. Maybe he has eloped. He's back in La Republique where he collects. But I want to tell most of them one thing, that sooner or later, the CPDM government of La Republique that is giving you people strength, that makes you people to smile and insult us and call us name, sooner or later, that government will fall, whether they like it or not. Come October 2025, that CPDM Kapa, that government must be destroyed. And when that government is destroyed, these traitors, that is when La Republique will openly tell them that if you sell your own people, do you think we can trust you? If you can sell your own people, it means we are nothing. It means even if they ask you for any from us, you will give. So he who sells his brother can never, the buyer, or it can never be trusted by the buyer. Yes, so I look all of them. Let me tell you something, Pastor Victor. I look all of them. I look at this small Clovis Naseri. I look at my country people. I look at all of that, they are cabal. And I look even some of those blogs, these online bloggers talking against writing. They sit behind their page and they write mad things about Ambazonia. It is because the CPDM government is giving them life. The day that government will crumble, they will not be able to stay in La Republique and they will not be able to stay in Ambazonia. They will be like bat. They don't know it. A bat will not know if it's an animal or it's a bird. That is how they will live. That's why the bat, when others are sleeping, while others are walking during the day, the bat is sleeping. While others are sleeping at night, that's when the bat goes out. That is how they will live their life. They will be bats. Because La Republique will reject them and we will not reject them. Their deeds will reject them. So it's just a matter of time. And they will confirm code. Thank you, Pastor Victor. Is Pastor Victor there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I was saying that Madoti could weigh in there because, in fact, before Madoti even weigh in, let me welcome Dr. Tita. I think I saw him on the screen before. Dr. Tita, you're welcome to the program today. If the studio can bring him in, we'll appreciate. If not, I can allow Madoti to weigh in on this before Dr. Tita comes in. While we wait for the studio to bring Dr. Tita on the screen, Madoti, what do you think? Is this some kind of a joke that some guy will sit on a TV in Bamenda, station in Bamenda, or whatever they are, and Padia Sanga, and insinuate that a nursing mother could have allowed to be taken and gone home to some family or to somebody to raise the kids, when then they allow themselves to be handed in for a crime they didn't commit. Madoti, Dr. Chai said, Dr. Chai, you're welcome to the show. It's always a joy to have you. I know you came in when we are just talking about no elections in Ambazonia, and also we're weighing in on this issue of the 9 people or 13 people that I heard Komepo read their names there that were arrested in Gokotunjia, and we were weighing in on this foolish discussion that we heard Padia Sanga and one of these journalists saying those women were offered to give their babies to be taken home and they refused. So it's not the government's fault that the babies are locked. What did the women first of all do that they were locking them? That you expect a nursing mother to give their children to be taken to some foreigner, to somebody they don't know. What if they go and poison their children to die? greet the people and weigh in on that before I take my Dorothy. Dr. Tiaya, welcome to the program.
Greetings, Pastor Victor. Thank you so much for having me on this program today. Greetings, Comrade Paul. Thank you for the exceptional job that you're doing on ASR TV every single time. Ma Dorothy, is always a pleasure and so much of an excitement seeing you talk on ASR TV all the time. I look forward to listening to you and the amazing way in which you articulate the issues that we're dealing in this struggle. Fellow Southern Cameroonians at home and in the diaspora, fellow Ambazonians in the refugee camps and those in the colonial prisons in La République du Cameroon and all over the territory of Ambazonia. We bring you greetings today. It's an amazing day in Ambazonia and in the struggle in general. Today is Monday, July 14, 2025. We are coming here to assure you that the struggle of our independence that we're fighting for daily, there is hope as we make it one day at a time. We want to assure the Ambazonian people that thanks to our alliance, La République du Cameroon, as they call them in French, or the Republic of Cameroon, as they're supposed to be called, will not be able to deliver on their promise to the international community, on their supposed fake federation. Hear me very well. This July 14th, 2025, we're coming to let you know that La République du Cameroon, or the Republic of Cameroon, with their colonial administrators, will not be able to deliver on their fake federation that they have tendered in at the level of the international. Yes, thanks to our collective resilience, thanks to the sacrifices that we are making as individuals and collectively as a people that are committed to freeing homeland. Ever since the past 8 years or 9 years now, La Republique have done everything. They have military might. They have used all of their money, their financial resources that they have to corrupt individuals that came in the struggle because of self-interest. But yes, they will not be able to deliver. Yes, they are struggling their sleepless night, day in, day out, in their government, finding what to do or what not to do. They are frustrated. They are frustrated. No elections, no colonial elections is allowed in the territory of the former British Southern Cameroons. None. Zero. Nobody should sacrifice their life or to want to sacrifice their life to go and work in any electoral offices within the territory of the former British Southern Cameroons. That election has nothing to do with the people of Ambazonia. That election has nothing to do with us. They can go and conduct their election, and their politicians that have been implanted in our territory, in their territory, and has nothing to do with Ambazonia. Nobody should register to vote. Yes, hear us very well. Nobody should, in the territory of the former British Southern Cameroons, or aka Ambazonia, should register to vote on any election. They will come at the end in their normal routine and in their normal way of style of doing things and give us some fraudulent results. But know that the international community have their satellites all over that territory, and they are seeing what is going on. They have people, they are representative on the ground, and they are monitoring. Nobody should register to vote. Nobody should even attempt to want to even get out of their house to go and vote anywhere. So that point is very clear. We are defeating La République du Cameroon, and let no one give up. I read some comments. Even some people are talking about some people that have they have failed the people. There are a lot of course, supposed leaders in the struggle that have failed the Ambazonian people. But let me tell you that we will not surrender, no matter who the colonial administrators have paid, no matter which Southern Cameroonians that they have paid, they have bribed, or they have corrupted with the idea of giving them position in their government. The people of Ambazonia must be free. I like it how Brother here very clearly, and he says that it's just time. And I assure you, the Ambazonia people, it's time. With time, a lot of people will have to surrender to leave from that territory. And yes, anyone that has worked with them, like the Padia Sangas that go on TV and they're talking, they will pay for it. They will pay for it because they will have no home, no place they can call home. So there's no election in the territory. Now, the illegal arrest of innocent civilians within the territory, in Gwakitunja County in particular, it's unacceptable. What that colonial administration or colonial SGO did is unacceptable. That you arrest, that he will send for the arrest of innocent civilians, and not only that, breastfeeding mothers, and they were transferred from Gwakitunja to Bamenda, to the Bamenda prison. And some of these, their agents go out there and they're talking as if it's the right thing to do. Let me tell you, these people will pay for these crimes that they are committing within the territory of the former British Southern Cameroons. Rest assured, if the entity have not called them to order yet, wait, their day of reckoning is coming, that they will drag them to court. All of those colonial administrators and governors within the territory of the former British Southern Cameroons, under the leadership of that useless Paul Ataganji, they call the colonial minister of territorial administration. All of them will be dragged to court, and they will have their time to spend in prison. Because Larry, where they are, even they're out of money. They have no money. So all these atrocities they are committing, they will have to spend time for it. That's real. So, but we are working very hard to make sure that they will pay for it. Don't worry, as year time is going, you've not seen any action. Oh yes, you've not seen them being dragged to court. Don't worry, time is coming where they will be dragged to court. Time will come when all of them will have to answer. They're not just going to go for free. These crimes that they're committing on that territory, they're not just going to walk away for free. Because if they are thinking that the people they have corrupted within the struggle will help them deliver on their project, all of those people have failed. And I say this very clearly to all Ambazonians, so you hear it. All of the individuals that La Republique have corrupted, that La Republique Cameroon has bribed, they have failed to deliver and will not deliver. The Ambazonia, and we will get our independence from the later. With the fact that the international community had a working relationship with La Republique du Cameroon for years. For years. Even though our people, our forefathers, like the John Good Fortune, have been fighting in the past. But since 2016, the international community has been watching, have been monitoring what is going on. La Republique du Cameroon have their agenda, they have their plan at the level of the international community, how they want to implement a federation, and in their country that will include of their country. But they will fail in every aspect or in everything they have tried to do. We have defeated them. We are outsmarting La Republique du Cameroon. I'll say this boldly on TV here. We are outsmarting them, and they will finally surrender sooner than later. So thank you so much, Pastor Victor Isanaminde in Ambazonia. And we will continue to do what we're doing to make sure that our people are informed, to make sure that our people know what is happening, and we will not give up. We must continue with the resistance and the resilience on the ground. Hang tight, and let's see if La Republique du Cameroon will be able to that election within our territory. But not only that, they have their own territory to resolve the issues that are there. They have the Northeast, the people there up north that they have to deal with, that are supposed to be waiting for power. The people up north to go and grab that power there and deal with them. They have the Bamlikes that are waiting for power. The Bamlikes too should go and grab that power and not be deceived by some of these politicians. Everyone or every individual from the CPDM party telling you that they have resigned, it's a fake person. That's a lie. Those individuals are being sent to come and deceive population in general, those that they're trying to deceive. And we will not be part of it. The people of Southern Cameroon will not be part of it. Thank you so much, Pastor Victor. I mean, Dorothy, sorry I
Thank
took
you,
your
Dr.
time.
Sika.
Yes,
But
okay.
you don't have to leave, please. I
Thank
still have
you.
one more question for you before you go. Please give us the next time
Yes.
before you go. Madam, I wanted to weigh on this. I know I was supposed to give you the opportunity, but I came into the studio.
Yeah,
I wanted to
no,
receive him. So you
no.
weigh on this as a mother. This thought that they should have given their babies and accept to go into jail, and that instead of that, the act of them taking the babies to jail was using babies as human shield. Are these soldiers? These are innocent mothers. And when I had to speak curse words, I feel like mad people like Pada Sanga sit and talk. Do they reason like Paul asks, does he know what it takes to get a child? No. As a mother, what is your take on that kind of a thought from these people?
As a mother, it is really heartbreaking. Can you imagine your precious child, only 2 months old, depending on you for her organs or his organs to be developed? The mother has to eat nutritiously for the child to develop well. Now you go and lock up the mother and the child in a jail, a crowded jail with no nutritious food. And what do you expect will happen to that child? What will be the side effect, the after effect for depriving that child of nutritious food? Because the mother is not eating anything nutritious. Can we imagine the side effect? This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. Even mothers in La Republique, I bet you La Republique mothers will not support this. They will not support this. No mother will support this. Eh? The SGO, can that happen to his own wife and a baby of 2 months old? How will he feel? I'm surprised to learn that the SGO is a son of the soil. What?
Yeah.
The son of the soil is doing this?
Wow.
I want to
I'm hearing that for my
let
first
La
time.
Republique know. I want to let La Republique know that the enemies of their progress are people like this, Ambazonians who go and promise them that they can deliver, whereas they cannot. The SDOs, the parliamentarians, Ambazonian parliamentarians, they are enemies of your progress, La Republique. Regard them as your enemies, no matter what they tell you. Regard them as your enemies because they will never deliver and they know it. They just want to take your money and use it. What a shame for a son of the soil to do this. This is a shame. I did not know that. It is time for La Republique to rise up and regard Ambazonians who are deceiving them, that they are for them. From Atanga and Jipol down, they don't mean good for you, La Republique. They don't mean good for you. You will keep sinking because of them. They are deceiving you. They are your number one enemies beside France. This type of people, traitors from Ambazonians, they are the enemies of your progress. France is the next, is another enemy of your progress, not Southern Cameroonians, not genuine Southern Cameroonians. Thank you,
Thank you,
Pastor
Ma
Victor.
Dorothy. Yeah, thank you, Ma Dorothy. Come, Paul, I'm going to ask only you to weigh on this now so that we can go to our next issue that we're going to play the video or the audio of the so-called communication secretary so that we can comment. But on this issue of Ngokotunja, we want to round it up by saying that in light with these innocent people that are being locked up in jail, the Ngokotunja County, the Bui County, and the whole Amazonia is calling down for a lockdown for the kangaroo government Yaoundé to know. Even if you are doing anything not with 2-month-old babies. So we are announcing here that they have already been it has already been announced by these three keys for a lockdown in the entire Republic of Amazonia. So, Paul, you want to echo that before we go to our next point? What do you tell the people concerning that lockdown?
I'll begin by first of all thanking the solidarity to the Ngokutunja County, it shows that Ambazonia is one, forging and going ahead. That is why when I heard a statement from Agbobala saying Ambazonians should unite, I said, you are far, the time is way more ahead of you. You are still behind. We are united and we are fighting. So I really want to thank the Bui. It was Major General Tokandu who lent his voice, and then of Mezam, and we also heard of the DM, Ndonga Mantu, County, the DMC, the Ambazonia DMC is not your DMC in America. The Ambazonia DMC that also lent their voice. It's a whole package. It's a prepared package. And I want to assure the Ambazonian people that we will come out triumphant.
Tuba did that.
Yeah, so I did mention Mezam, both Mezam, Bui, Ndonga Mantum, and Ngokutunja itself. So it's an enclosed lockdown, and we hope that freedom fighters from other counties who lend in their voice, but well, anyhow, we just got a fly news before entering the studio that they have been released in Bamenda. So it has not yet been confirmed. It has not yet been confirmed. Until the Ngokutunja County comes out with an official statement that yes, these people who were locked up for this reason have been released, then we can go out publicly to say yes, it has happened like this. But for now, we keep our fingers crossed. So like I said, this the SDO is just a coward. It's a first degree coward. Let me tell you, there are no qualified rulers in the Republic. Just like Mr. Paul Biya himself, they are handpicked, trained to speak his voice. It means they are not talking what they are supposed to talk. They are talking what Mr. Paul Biya is supposed to talk. They don't have any initiative. When I say initiative, they cannot initiate anything without authority from above. Without authority from above. So lockdown is a sign. I mean, a huge blow on their face and a sign that Ambazonia is united. Perfect united. When you hear one for all and all for one, this is the scenario that is playing. We see the neighbors of Ngokutunja uniting with them. We see Bui lending their voice. We see Mezam. These are two direct neighbors of Ngokutunja. These are direct, not direct. Yeah, from Mezam, you pass through Sabga, you enter, okay. You see, these are neighbors of Ngokutunja. So, the solidarity sign that we are not giving up anytime soon. The solidarity is to tell them the colonial, the illegal colonial occupant of Hadison, that Ambazonia is one, fighting as a team, fighting as a network. Well, if you touch one, you have touched everybody. So it's either the lockdown continue or Bamenda release those people for the lockdown to be relieved. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Comrade Paul. Thank you so much. Let's dive quickly into our next topic of discussion for today. And that topic of discussion was, in fact, I don't know if there was a communique by the spokesperson for the government of President Sako. I don't understand what that audio was all about. I wanted us to play it here, but it looks a little bit longer. But if the studio can play it for us, let's hear what that audio was saying so that we can really analyze this audio, because I listened to it a couple of makes sense to me. I don't know what they were trying to say, but maybe some of you will have a good contribution as to clarify the people of Amazonia what these people were trying. Studio, if you are ready with that audio, we can get it. If not, I'm going to dive into the draft.
This is a
The audio, please. Thank you. Let's take the audio. Studio, let's take the audio, please. Thank you.
You started playing it, I don't know. It just cut off.
Ambazonia. Today is Wednesday, July 9th, 2025. Alert, alert, alert. This is Dr. Martin Mungwa, your Secretary of State for Communication and IT, bringing you this official broadcast from your government, the legitimate government of the Federal Republic of Southern Cameroon, Ambazonia. Fellow Ambazonians, I come to you today with a message of urgency, clarity, and unshakable truth. Let me begin by saluting the brave men and women of our Ambazonian State Army. We honor you with a 21-gun salute for your courage and sacrifice. You are the spine of our resistance and the defenders of our freedom. I bring to you warm greetings from our President, Mola Dr. Samuel Ikomo Sako, whose leadership remains strong and focused. Buea is not a fantasy. It is a national duty. It is a sacred destination. For some time now, I feel it be very important. From time to time, I will come in front of you Ambazonians for give you some very important information so that your help for boost our strength for this fight. So I'll start, and I want to speak plainly, loud and clear. No to elections in La République du Cameroon. Let it be known across every village, town, and diaspora community. Any Ambazonian where it register, vote, or encourage others to do so is committing treason. This one not be about party politics. This is betrayal. This is slavery with a ballot box. Our people do not shed blood for 8 years just to return to French-engineered traps that have enslaved us since 1961. You know, say if strategy of deception. Since the very beginning, France don't play a dangerous game of divide and replace. When Django Fonchapi become too strong and too principled, what do they do? They replace it with ST Mona, a man more loyal to Yaoundé than Mboya. What will be the outcome? They start dismantle the federation and assimilation started. I continue throw you on picking them, whether na Bernard Mona, Akere Mona, or na Oma or whatever Mona. They all follow the footsteps of their father. When John Frundi rose with the voice of the people in the 1990s, what happened? They bring Achide Achu to undermine and confuse the momentum for liberation. What happened? The ultimate price for John Frundi's business, they not only kill you, but they bury you in a concrete coffin. Today, they want to replace Mola Dr. Samuel Ikomo Sako. You are duly elected president with their puppet, colonial prime minister Dion Ngute, a loyalist to the colonial throne. The story not end here. We see the pattern, we know the playbook, and we say never, never again. First, we will expose some lies where they come from this colonial Dion Ngute. The question is, who destroyed our economy? And listen very carefully. Colonial Dion Ngute from a recent visit to Bamenda. He wants us to believe that ghost towns caused economic collapse. My goodness. Okay. We not be picking them. We just ask these very simple, real questions. Who collapsed Cameroon Bank Marketing Board? Who destroyed Naga Company, Che Company, Nibango Motors? Who shut down Toleti Estate, UMVDA, WADA, and Pidodi? Were those also ghost towns? These institutions were murdered long before 2016 under the same regime John Ngote now defends. This is not economic mismanagement. It is a deliberate structural sabotage of Ambazonian wealth. This one at the ultimate betrayal. And I want people to open their ears. John Ngote in the Gambia. And I want me history record this ultimate shame. At the African Commission in Banjul, the Gambia, John Ngote stood before the world and called Ambazonians terrorists. When SCNC and SCAPO, they will go sue La République du Cameroon for this court for the Banjul. And it will be supported by Dr. Ngwang Gumne. John Ngote come for they can't talk, say, no, these people, them, not terrorists. Listen to me. John Ngote called us terrorists. But I give a tell you the end of the story. At the end of the day, what happened? The court said, no, La République du Cameroon, you are wrong. These people are fighting for self-determination. And we won the case. If you check them. We won the case in front of shameful John Ngote. Yes, he labeled his own people, his own mothers and fathers as terrorists to please his French masters. John Ngote, son of Ambazonia, defending the colonizer and demonizing the nation. John Ngote is unfit for office in Ambazonia. Enough even work like office boy in Ambazonia. He's unfit. He's unfit to speak for our people. And he's a collaborator in the eyes of history. So when would I hear say rumors? Oh, the one give transition government and let me John Ngote be the president so that if he appease so-called Ambazonians or Anglophones or whatever you call them. Some people, they smile takes in a big thing. This person, where he tell Biya say will be terrorists. When Biya appear for airport, declare war against us, say we are terrorists. They ask, say, Mr. Biya, who tell you say this people are terrorists? He tells us, but na their own brother. Na John Ngote, na prime minister. Na USSF. He called them terrorists. And they all will be surprised. And they say, John Ngote, now they come for Bamenda. They talk, say, let's collaborate and forget about the past. Because it won't bury on history. It won't bury the same words the way he talk in front of the international community. John Ngote is unfit to rule Ambazonia. So we reject their ballot and their chains. We will not register. We will not vote. We will not betray the martyrs. We will not surrender to colonialism wrapped in electoral lies. Ghost towns are not failure. They are our discipline, our defiance, and our diplomacy in the world that pretends not to hear. Stand firm, Ambazonia. We must remain united, reject elections, reject collaboration, reject their recycled traitors. Stand with your legitimate government, your fellow citizens, and your freedom. Ambazonia will rise. And we will meet in Boya as free people on free land. May God bless you. May God bless the Federal Republic of Ambazonia. Thank you and have a blessed day.
Thank you, Studio. Thank you, Studio, so much. To be candid, I don't even see why we had to play the whole of that video, that audio, because I don't make sense out of it. But I gathered some few points from there. Dorothy, if you are here, let me start with you before you jump out. What do you understand by what Mungwa is saying, that they want to replace Dr. Sako with John Ngote? I don't catch the rationale. And who else you want to replace? Is Dr. Tia still there? I know you are a busy man on a Monday like this. If you are there, you can jump in here before you go. If not, let me go to Dorothy. Dorothy, what is your take to this? I don't understand. Maybe he's talking there in
Yeah,
parables or in tongue.
that's right. I'm with you. When I heard that audio, I've never been so confused. Because when he started that statement that they want to replace Mullah Dr. Sako, I'm in my mind, who wants to replace? I was only thinking about the other leaders, Ambazonian leaders, only for him to say
Right.
John Gute. I got more confused. I said, what in the world is going on? What is going on? We Ambazonians, we know that we are fighting for our total independence. Anybody was to replace Dr. Sako is somebody who is for total independence, not by somebody who is a colonizer. John Gute is for La Republique. How can he be replacing Dr. Sako? Was Dr. Sako for La Republique? Dr. Sako is for independence. How can those two? So I have never been so confused. I wish they can put some clarity out there on this. Otherwise, that let them not be misleading Ambazonians. We want leadership that is very clear, leadership that is uncompromisable for independence. For them to be dabbling with Dion Gute, what is the common ground? What is the common ground between Dion Gute and Dr. Sako? What is the common ground? What is the common ground between decentralization and independence? What is the common ground? I need to know. I'm very confused. Thank you,
Back to you.
Pastor Victor.
Yeah, Dorothy, what I thought I'll come back to you. As you were talking, many things are running through my mind. Paul, if I'm missing it, where you come in. One of the things that were running through my mind is this some kind of a manipulation from La Republic of Cameroon to make Sako popular, and the only person who want to go make Sako popular with is John Gute, to say, no, we don't want John Gute, we want Sako? I don't understand. On the other hand, is there something cooking in the background? Because he said the Romo. What is Yaoundé? What are they communicating with Yaoundé? What is Yaoundé trying? What are they insinuating? Paul, come in here because you are also a man of variety of thoughts. I don't know. What are they insinuating here? Are they talking with Yaoundé? Is there some deal going on between Sako Gome and Yaoundé? Tell us.
You know, they said before God will destroy you, he makes you go mad first. Yeah, before God destroys you, he makes you mad. Because I tried to make a rebooter of this particular audio. I made a rebooter of about maybe 3 minutes something. When I listened to this audio, I was like, Dorothy, you are not even confused. I was like confused, and at the same time I was like mad. Like, what is going on? This one is more than seeking for cheap popularity. This one is sending out a message, a coded message to the Ambazonian people. What is the first question that I ask is, what is the relationship between John Gute and Dr. Sako? You see, people who are of, two complete opposite direction, and you are relating them. You see people who are, it's like two rivers running parallel that can never ever meet, except otherwise. Except you want to tell me that underneath the water, a small hole is being dug so that this one will flow into it. That is when two parallel rivers can meet, when you dig a hole under. Are they telling us that there is a game going on behind the scene Because for a communication secretary of the state to come out and say they want to replace the president, who wants to replace the president? Dr. Sako, okay, we saw his strength of he was elected and he was confirmed by the house of the House of Assembly. I mean, so how does John Gute want to come in? Through which channel? Will there be an election and John Gute will want to stand as candidate to replace him? See, I think the federal government has to come out with a clear statement on that particular audio, or else I will say it without fear or favor. I would say it without looking at anybody's face and blink, that there is a business going on between Yaoundé and the government of Dr. Sako. I will say that one pop plain and clean.
I stand with you.
I repeat, before God will destroy you, he will first make you go mad. I think they have done that. They have just made Dr. Mungwa go mad to bring out the dark connection between Yaoundé and that government. Because there is I mean, see, Pastor Victor, let us try to put it in the lowest term. What is the relationship?
I don't get it.
And then one morning, we have not seen anything on the media that La République is talking about Dr. Sako. We have not seen on any news, on any newspaper. Then the communication secretary comes out. So it means something is going on behind.
Yeah.
Something is going on under. And they are afraid. And they are afraid that they might be exposed. So better let us expose ourselves. Let us come out and say it before time. Let us cover that private, that dark, I don't know, that dark cloth that is under. Let us hide it. There must be something going on behind. The communications. I don't know. Maybe you people have seen it on social media. I have not seen it, because something must have triggered that statement. What triggered the communication secretary to come out with that statement? That is what they have to come out and clarify the public. But as of now, I want to say in my own that based on that audio made by Dr. Martin Mungwa, the government of Dr. Sako and the government of Mr. Bobia are working together, hand in hand. So, if they want to prove me wrong, let them come out and clarify that particular statement that John Gute wants to replace Dr. Sako. Because
Paul,
yes,
I'm going to bring you back in, but you know why you said something just dropped in my spirit. I don't want to lose thought of it. Now, saying this means many things. Like you said, there's some fire that has brought this smoke that we are seeing. They say there can be no smoke without fire. Now, I'm listening to you, then I'm saying to myself, he made a statement in his video or audio there and said, they are trying to make Gute Prime Minister to come and, I don't know what he was talking there. He's already the Prime Minister, right? What body in Ambazonia that can cajole the people of Ambazonia to become? We have told you people. I said it here when I was on ABC, Ambazonia State Radio and Television, TV. Whether they remove Patasang from jail, whether they remove Ayok Tabe from jail, Pangala for name anybody from jail, Mancho BBC, make them president over La Republique. It does not change our resolute for a free Ambazonian. Listen to me, I need to wear Ambazonian. We will not take any Ambazonian president that is an Ambazonia that when they give the presidency, it means that when they give the presidency in La Republic, it means that to make us to become one. It will never happen to tomorrow. Whether they remove, even if they are giving that position to Sako, to President Sako, that come and become president or prime minister or become president of La Republic of Cameroon, Ambazonia must still fight to get its freedom. So none of these things can move us. So please, this is one of the thoughts that run through my mind. Are they trying to say that when they made John Mbute what he's already prime minister? So what again can they make him that will cajole Ambazonian to say we are now falling behind La Republic as one country? What are they trying to say? I don't understand.
When they make him president of Ambazonia, it will please the Ambazonian people. I don't understand.
John Mbute, who is
I don't
against
understand.
us,
I don't
who
understand.
went to Bamenda and could not speak what Pobia told him. Holy Spirit put words in the mouth to say, I have come to tell you people that it's time to take our country back. Hey, it's time. Now, he said what the Holy Spirit led him, which is to take our country back. Now, remember that that's not what the master sent him to come and say. And then he now tried to look the word. He did not get the word that the master. We cannot entertain somebody like John Mbute to become anybody in Ambazonia right now. Let him wait when we get our country. They can come back and form their political parties and run for election the legal way. But to be candid, to tie this thing up, Comrade Paul, to tie this thing up, you said something that struck me, that Pobia's government may have something going on with Sarkozy's government. That's why this thought came out. And I look side by side with the government.
No, Pastor. Don't use that word me. Don't use that word me. I don't want it.
Okay, good. All right. So I am trying to say here that many things are happening in La Republic of Cameroon that have started happening in the Ambazonian government since 2023, but it came alive in 2024. If you look at the government of La Republic, they don't have no cabinet reshufflement. They don't call no cabinet meetings. They don't do nothing in that. The same thing is being practiced in this government of President Sako since 2014, whether 2024. No reshufflement of government, no appointment, nothing new is happening. Just as Yaoundé is happening, just as happening in Yaoundé is happening here too. So I don't know. The similarities are really close, but whatever is happening, we will pray that God will reveal the truth so that the people of Ambazonia, if they are being deceived by the so-called Sako government, let them stand up for their truth and let the people of Ambazonia stand and fight for their freedom. Now, the next thing on our agenda, I don't see Dr. Tabak again here in the studio. The next thing on our agenda here was the county draft that is going on. Ambazonians, before I give from Paul Amado something to say, let me take us back memory lane about this county draft 2023-2024. In 2023, we had some little friction about county and federal draft. So that in 2024, the then Vice President of blessed memory, Comrade Ate, came out and said there will be no more federal draft, there will be no more county draft, there will only be federal drafts. And that people from the county were taking the money and eating, so the work was not being done, and so we want to be fully accountable, so it will be only federal draft. Ironically, it looked like it was a strategy from La Republic, we don't know. The whole of that 2024 that they did only federal draft, there was no single action that the federal government sponsored, because even after the boys in Manu came out and did some action, they came and claimed it. Yet before that, before 20 May, before 1st of October, the same Mr. Ate came out and said the federal government have no money to sponsor any troops or any of our fighters. Counties should finance their fighters. Now, you have collected the money, all the draft. Now you come out to say the federal government again has no money. Now, is that something that was working within Cameroon's agenda, or what? Was that Cameroon who told them, don't allow money to be collected again, frustrate the money collection, make it known that there will be no county draft because that's where people give most, do it only on federal level, and then they did it now, they come and say, Don't use that money on those soldiers anymore. And now our soldiers were frustrated. Now this year, thank God that, I don't know whether it's because Mr. Ate is no more or whatever happened, they have now rescheduled county draft. I say this to all the counties of Ambazonia. All the 14 counties, or is it 13 counties, 61 LGAs, come out and draft and support your local government. You have seen that throughout last year, the money for federal government did not do it for nothing. Now, counties' accounts are controlled by the county chairs. I pray that every county will come out and support. I think yesterday was Manu. I thought we had this program before Manu county draft. We are encouraging people from different counties to come out, support your county draft, so that there will be money for your fighters, so that by September, the Republic will not go to United Nations and say that, oh, we have silenced them, there's no more war. Come on, Paul, your encouragement to the counties about this draft, please, before we come to my Dorothy.
For the past 3 years, Ngokutunja has not received a dime from their draft.
Oh, where?
For the past 3 years, the chairman has been ringing it over and over. That Ngokutunja has not received a dime from the draft that they have been drafting for past 3 years. So,
wow.
Now is any man controls his or her destiny. I'll only tell people, go to your county, draft, let that money not go into the coffers of the federal government. Let it go to the county coffers. When you are drafting, draft to the county coffers. Don't draft to the federal government coffers. Because money that is going to the federal government is for business purpose. It's not for the war. It's for private use. Ngokutunja can attest to that. Their money has been in the government for 3 years, no dime sent to them. But yet we still see the only bro. We still see the only bro. We still see Never Die doing actions here and there. So please, I encourage every individual, go to your county. Let them give you the payment details of your county and you draft in your county. Just like I'll tell anybody out there that if you want to support the Ambazonia State Radio and Television, go to the website. In the website, you will see payment details. You support. You pay it directly into the account of the Ambazonia State Radio and Television. That is how things have to operate. Things have to operate. Let the government take care of themselves. Because since, may his soul rest in peace, he took over Mr. Ate. Since they decided that draft the federal government will sponsor the self-defense, what has been happening? We saw for 2 years a total decline, a rapid decline of action on home front. Yes. It is not only of recent, it is late 2024 and 2025 that some counties are even picking up. For example, you look at Sagat is not under the command of the federal government. Sagat is the one in the whole of Fako, sending his boys here and there. And when they do action, you see some scallywags who have siphoned money. They'll take the video, post ASA stamp on it, and send it out to deceive gullible Ambazonians. There was a sharp decline. Only Ngokutunja and Bui that are doing their best to keep these actions alive. While in Fako, General Sagat is doing his best to make sure that now and then he comes out with his voice. We hear the unity forces of Ngokutunja. We hear the unity forces of Bui. And I'll use this slide to invite those who are in charge of the unity forces of Bui to contact us so that we can have a chat on defense briefing. So please, if you want to keep the fire burning, if you want to keep the flame burning, please go to your county, draft to your county payment details, not to the details of any government that is working with their wounded.
Right.
We come out to prove to us that they are working with Yahweh. So whatever money we receive, they are instead using this money to destroy, to kill the struggle. That is why they will sit on AB and they will be talking about foreign news. Why our people are dying back home. Pastor Victor, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk.
Thank you, Comrade Paul. Dorothy, weigh in on this. This was our last point on the program. I don't know if I left something out, but on this, because I do not see any counties to draft their money. Even that thing they used to say 20%, let it be no more 20%. Because 2023, 2024, the federal government have shown that whether you gave them all plus 20%, they will not still do any action. So right now, what is your take on that to support the counties to do their thing and keep the fight? Because like Papa is waiting to go to United Nations in September and say, oh, there's no more action. We pray for more action. Thank God for this country that have come. Let army rise and show more on our own front. Why don't you take on this, please? Thank you.
Yes, it is good news to hear that we are back to drafting counties. Because before the federal government came and interrupted, we saw the actions. 2021 was a good year for us. It was good. The boys were active. Then, in the middle of success, they come with a strategy that only federal government should be drafting, and that because of accountability purposes. After the federal draft, when they call for accountability, was a story. So I'm happy because this is when we need to see resistance all over the territory. This is when we need to see resistance. Let all counties resume their resistance. Looking up to the federal government, we have seen that it will take us longer than we ever dreamt of. So the earlier counties come in, engage their territories to get the Republic out, the better. I'm happy for it, and I encourage every Ambazonian, draft for your county. Support the counties that are doing action. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorothy, and thank you, Paul. Thank you, Dr. Tita, for coming in. We are saying, as a summary on this program today, no elections in the Federal Republic of Ambazonia, no elections in Southern Cameroon. Whether La Republic is putting who as their president, it has nothing to do with Ambazonian people. It has nothing to do with the people of Southern Cameroon. Therefore, no elections are allowed. Also, we are calling on the governor for Bamenda, the SDO, to be fired for locking up innocent civilians plus 2 months and 3 months old babies. If there is any iota of government in that country, such an SDO should be fired immediately. And then we are saying the lockdown continues until we see, not here, that those people have all been released. Until we see them, they will send out an audio and a picture of them released before we can stop the lockdown. And we are also saying the stupidity of Pade Asanga and the journalists of the radio stations in Bamenda or wherever they are should not be repeated on social media, because you are telling us that even your own wife should choose to go to jail and allow her daughter to be taken somewhere else. If your wife daughter, will you still admit her as a wife? But then you are not even married, so we cannot ask you the question. You don't even know what it means to have a child. Then we have also come to the fact that the audio of Dr. Mungwa, spokesperson for the Sako government or President Sako's government, has wings. It will soon fly. So please, let's keep our ears attentive to know what was behind this audio, because he has not been talking for a while. It just came out from nowhere to splash a message that even they themselves, I think even people of the Sako government are confused themselves. I think so. And we are ending this program by letting the people of Ambazonia know No more drafting for federal, no more giving your money for federal government. Drive your money to your counties so that they will keep the fight until Amazonia is free. That is the message today from Amazonia State Radio and Television. We are glad to have you, Kwame Paul. Any last word from you? Any of you? Let me tell you a last word before we go, Kwame Paul and Dorothy.
I just want to thank the technical team, Chairman Amos, Dr. Ade, and Chief Oben for always be there for us. And I want to also thank our people back home that stay faithful, stay committed. And on Sunday, you have Amber Defense briefing. Then Monday, as usual, I'll be there on awareness. Thank you very much, Pastor Victor.
Thank you, Kwame
Fellow
Paul. Good to always have you.
Ambazonians.
Dorothy, your last word.
Thank you so much, Pastor Victor. Fellow Ambazonians, I just want to thank you, to express my gratitude for this moment that I always come and we encourage each other. I just want to let you know that we are moving forward. We are moving forward. And we are confident that our God will deliver us. Our God will deliver us. Don't be discouraged. I am so impressed with the collaboration that I see between the counties, the fighters of the different Ngoketuja, Bui, Mezam. This is so encouraging. I pray that it spreads because this is what we need. This is what we need to defeat the enemy. So, Ambazonians, stay encouraged. By God's grace, we'll meet again on Monday and we'll talk some more. Just know that the end is near. The end is near. The end of your suffering is near because God had already answered our prayers. Yes, we'll wait for it. It will manifest. My gratitude
Thank
to
you,
the
Dorothy.
production, the technical team, Chairman Amos, Dr. Ade, and Chief Oben. Thank you so much for your faithfulness in what you do, serving your people, Ambazonians. Thank you. Over to you,
Thank you,
Pastor Victor.
Dorothy. Thank you, Kwame Paul. What a great show. People of Ambazonia, we will bring you insights about some of the achievements of Friends of Ambazonia next week. And I want you to know that you should stay positive. Now that President Donald Trump is talking about Africa and cutting deals in Africa, you saw the 5 nations that their president were visiting with President Donald Trump last week. We're going to talk about that next week. And we're also going to let you know that President Donald Trump is cutting more better deals with Africa now than what the colonialists of Europe did with Africa. So please, and some of you should not misunderstand. Don't misunderstand President Ture. President Ture is not saying that he cannot do deals with Europe or America. We see him cutting deals with Russia. What Ture is crying is partnership, not colonialism. And that's what America, we are getting America to get into Amazonia to do. Not we are not colonialism, but partnership, and it will be a better deal for us than what the French are doing and what some of the European countries have done. So please, we did not forget to give you gist about what Amazonia, Friends of Amazonia are doing. We will bring you more details next week, but stay positive to know that we are working behind the scenes and also physically like this as you see us. Shalom to you all. God bless you all. Thank you to our technical team. As already been mentioned by my panel here, we are grateful for what you are doing for us. Thank you. God bless you all. Shalom to you all. We'll see you again next Monday for another edition of the program Awareness here on Amazonia State Radio and Television. Shalom. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
I am who I am because I value my past. The memories of yesterday can never be changed, but they give me a reason to live again. There is a reason I am here today, but there is no reason you lost your lives. You were called abusive names, deprived of rights to be humans, slayed because of who you were born. I am lighting a candle as the sign of resilience. I'm paying a tribute. You left a legacy, and I'm a fruit from the love you sowed. Let's say never again to genocide. There should be no war. There should be no genocide. Anyway, let's say never again. Never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. I was young, I still needed you, but you were taken away from me too soon. If I had one wish, be seeing you again. Today we're strong men and women, even though you are not here to see. We're carrying on to make you feel proud out there, watching down at us. I am lighting a candle as the sign of resilience. I'm paying a tribute. You left a legacy, and I'm a fruit from the love you sowed. Let's say never again to genocide. There should be no war. There should be no genocide. Anyway, let's say never again. Never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. I am a witness that if you and I come together as one, we can make sure genocide never happens again. History should be told and passed on to further generations. Let's all stand up and all sing out, never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. There should be no war. There should be no genocide. Anyway, let's say never again to genocide. Let's say never again to genocide. We are here as one nation. We say never again. We unite as human race. We say never again to genocide. Never again to genocide. Never again. We
poussière à la poussière.